TV began with a few channels and exploded into hundreds. Trouble was, that just left us more disappointed. Now Apple has a different idea for television. This long-awaited update to its TV streaming box essentially transforms your existing set into a giant iPhone. I've been using the new Apple TV for a week, and while it isn't quite yet a replacement for an 800-channel cable subscription, it does lay a foundation for what I want TV to become. The big idea the fourth-generation Apple TV borrows from the iPhone is an app store. It replaces all those channels with apps. So what makes apps better than channels? For starters, you can pay for just the ones you want. And they're more interactive, so you can do things like play games or even get encouragement from a virtual personal trainer.
Nice work.
But if this thing is like a 65-inch iPhone, how exactly are you supposed to control that? The new Apple TV gets the remote right by, again, borrowing from the iPhone, instead of any excessive button pushing or silly magic wand gestures. There's a glass touchpad that you swipe and tap around with your thumb, making you feel connected to the screen even without looking down. Dedicated buttons let you play or pause, and go back to the home screen. And when you're playing a game, a motion sensor in the remote lets it double as a Nintendo Wii-style controller. There's one more button, a microphone that pages Siri, the virtual assistant. Talking to her is certainly easier than pecking in names on a virtual keyboard. And Siri's content search goes way beyond iTunes. She can tap into the libraries of individual apps and present shows and movies from sources where you have a subscription. Apple TV isn't the first to bring apps or voice to the TV, but it is more helpful than the rest. You can ask, let's watch 80s romantic comedies. And follow up with, just the ones with Tom Hanks. You'll quickly discover Siri's limits, but she can tell you the weather. And if you miss a line, ask her, what'd they say? She'll rewind the show a few seconds and turn on captions. So what's Apple TV missing? Content. It relies entirely on the internet to get access to shows, yet many makers of popular programs, from the networks to sports leagues, still have to be convinced to sell their content outside the old ball and chain cable subscription. People looking to cut cable entirely will find some essentials like Netflix, Hulu, HBO, and YouTube, but not others like Amazon Video or Sling TV, at least not yet. In the long run, I suspect more and more content will come to the Apple TV. Ultimately, Apple's advantage is that it isn't tied to the notion of channels, live TV, or streaming. Content creators are going to come to it because they can do more on Apple TV. The TV of the future needs to be as powerful and easy to use as an iPhone. And this new Apple TV is the first box to achieve that.